We're at Spot 1 right now in Brampton on the 13th of October, and we're speaking with
Jeremy Lee.
Jeremy, what is your what inspired you? Where did it deeply ingrain you when you got into the idea of putting art, making art a big thing in Brampton? Where does that really stem from?
It starts from being a child of Brampton, walking the streets of Brampton, finding the creativity in Brampton.
Right on.
And finding the meaning of what art is as a one itself.
Right.
And a righteous thought goes a long way. And it just, the abbreviation of art itself.
Right on.
Is a righteous thought.
Right on.
So I started hungry, young, on my own at 15, just finding a way to survive. And I found doing chores for random people would help me get that extra grocery, that extra food, that extra rent money. So the creativity through the chores that I learned through my mom, my grandparents, my sisters, on how to achieve little crafts inside my house, or even maintaining my kitchen, getting myself a lunch to school, because not at the average grade 10, grade 12, grade 11 worries about rent.
Exactly.
So with that responsibility, I was able to really survive and pull myself out of the norm, the expected, with those conditions in life. And at 19, I ended up getting a job through my creativity in construction, moved farther and faster than ever, and that takes back to my grandfather, being retired, teaching me the art of life. There's just the creativity behind making something work again for yourself, not for anyone else, not for nothing else except for one thing: you need it. So let's fix it, let's make it work and go. So I never bought a bike, I always made the bike. And with that understanding and the willing to understand that, I was able to help influence many, many people to realize that it's not the media arts that we expect to chase. It's the art of life inside of us. In our passion, is it capturing the moment for other people to see? Is it building the moment? Is it riding the moment? Is it feeding the moment? What are we doing in the moment that makes it a righteous thought? And through the trial and errors of many shows like tonight, of owning a building and helping a collab to find the grassroots of this beauty, what we experienced tonight, and the influence as much as I could at 29 years of my life, is a blessing to do it in Brampton because of the endless capabilities of who's actually in Brampton compared to other spots in Southern Ontario.
Right on. Wow, that's wonderful, man. It's an interesting point of view that you have there, looking upon Brampton which is a great city. It's an incredible city. It is really becoming really part of Toronto now, really. So closely connected to Toronto right now, right? Pretty well.
Yes, and it is,
Sure.
and we're a greater Toronto area.
Sure.
So if you look at the lovely donuts of Tim Hortons, Brampton's right in the middle of the GTA, all right? And we have all these suburbs off of Brampton. So we feed our industrial into those smaller suburbs, and they're different cultures. It's not all one cookie cut suburb. Every suburb is a different energy, different lifestyle, different food. And that there is the beauty. And that's why I love Brampton, is because there's so much choice that it feels like we don't have a choice. But I can go anywhere and eat any food from around the world just off the streets in the small little restaurants in Brampton.
It's great, man, because there's so much great stuff out there.
Isn't that art?
So absolutely.
When you have a family willing to take a small little unit,
culinary art, man,
and take the passion of Mother Earth and take that food and prepare meals with the same passion day after day after day.
That's an ideal.
And not care about the title, not care about the image, not care about is this proper looking, but this food looks the best, and this food doesn't make me unhealthy. This food is making me healthy compared to the fast food, the media force food down our throat through our commercials that proven guys, 50 years,
It's not good for you.
it's not
man.
healthy.
It's not healthy at all. Yeah, that's proven. Been proven so many times, and
that's-
still it goes on. Yeah, that's a frustrating thing. They got to change something with Canadian food. There's definitely some changes that have to be made. I think what they need to take less take the chemicals out and make it as organic but natural organic. I think what they do is they synthesize the organic stuff, so it's not really organic. Maybe.
No.
Like I don't know. Like that's
who
the
knows?
question.
That's the
We don't
truth.
really know
Right?
how it's being actually cultivated or whatever.
And given to us.
Right. So it could be, oh, this is costing us less money. Let's go this route. It's still healthy.
Economical, healthy, right?
But we
To the
don't
gen-
know.
We don't know.
Look at diabetes, right?
So what is the
Yeah,
one thing?
shit, man.
Long before our history, long before any word.
Yeah.
Let's go past our English, right? We can walk somewhere and there's food growing. There's more food
True.
growing wildly in our gardens that we are told not to eat because it's not in the grocery store.
I agree.
So in the end,
Hello.
with that understanding,
Yeah.
that lifestyle, the only way to get true organic is to grow your own food.
Right.
So with aquaponics, right? And that's been really big in last 20, 30 years, right? That's fish farming and hydroponics put
Right.
together. You can grow in your own house and you can produce that food that is a lot more healthy. Like I ate a lime.
Yeah.
About a week ago. I took a little sliver, no bigger than my pinky, and
Yeah.
it was like biting in a full lime from the grocery store.
Wow.
And it came from a bonsai tree this big,
Nice.
sitting on my living room kitchen table.
That's great.
So instead of going to the grocery store,
Yeah.
feeding that, we try to hit the farmer's market as much as we can, drop the $200 there, preserve what we can in the freezer, and live as better lifestyle. And by introducing a better lifestyle, by example, then you start to understand the beauty in life, not the reality that we are trying to create that is not working. And it's
Well,
a beautiful thing.
so did you have fun tonight?
Yeah, it was
That was a good
beautiful
time,
night. Yeah,
I love the energy. The energy
Yeah.
was awesome.
yeah, no,
That
it was the right selection,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? And it's not the same.
I just got a kick out of the outfits. I mean, it's perfect. Even though it's
Yeah.
very basic, but it's catchy, right?
Yeah.
With the whole look, the visual,
Yeah,
as well as
with
the
all
music.
the different Halloween
fits
and having
perfect.
the art.
Yeah, it's very perfect.
Yeah, yeah, combining all the visual to the media, like the music, right, and then having the choice of the tables to zone out with the songs,
Right.
right? So you find the table that suits the song,
Right.
and then you zone out staring into that artist like if you were in your room, and then
Absolutely.
nothing matters except the creation.
Yeah,
of-
you zone right out, and then you can focus on it and clean it up and fix it and everything else.
and and use your senses to the fullest
Yeah.
instead of just one sense at the time.
Absolutely.
And that's what humans adore.
You know what? It's the ambidextrous thing. That's what made me think about when you said that.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're using both arms, or both legs, that your brain actually gets used more.
More.
And that's
Yes.
a fact. That's
Yes.
a proven fact.
Yep.
Your brain is working much more efficiently. You can multitask really easily. It's like a dozen things. But yeah, if you're able to, and it would take practice, but it would be a great thing to practice if you think about it.
And it's
you find that inspiring? I
It's
think
true.
that's inspiring.
It's true, and I've done it my whole life. And there's
Yeah.
two things I try and do every single day to keep that alive.
Right.
For one reason, we have positive and we have negative.
Right.
So if I keep both hands at full force, both eyes at full force,
Right.
both ears, both legs, so I can sit down
Right.
on an invisible chair
Yes.
the rest of my life,
Yeah.
then there's nothing I cannot do with the faith and the hope of the God within me, in that creation that I need to do. Because my senses are at full. I'm not half asleep. There's no going to bed. There's no ending
Yeah,
your day.
yeah. It's a
live
clean
night
connection.
and day
A clean
with the
connection.
creation that we are all connected. And that is just life. We can tap out in our reality and we can say we punch home and we end and we tap into the news, we tap into this.
Sure, man.
But in the end, that's only in our reality. That's only inside our house.
Yeah.
And that only is false.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing about being ambidextrous. So brushing your teeth with both hands, We'll keep them both going at full torque.
Riding with both
Right and
hands?
left, riding, texting, everything. Everything.
Okay, I think we're gonna. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's so awesome talking with Jeremy.
Yeah, man, we're at many
You're,
more, man.
yeah, really,
Honestly,
man. Like
guys,
you're an inspiration.
we run into each other more and more and more. So at the end of the day, right, we're meant to talk, right? We're meant to hang out.